So today we're going to unbox a trail running shoe that we think is pretty impressive. One of the biggest difficulties we have in our running clinic is really finding good trail running shoes. The shoe that we're going to introduce today is the Excursion TR12 by Saucony. It's really has great value. It sells for under $100. It's got a good fitting system to it. It hugs the heel and the midfoot, and it's got a great outsole for the trail. The other thing that makes it pretty impressive is for a shoe that's under $100 is Gore-Tex. This shoe has a heel drop of 8 millimeters. It's got an impressive structural parameter test that really is conducive to trail running. So let's weigh the shoe in and let's go ahead and test the shoe for its structural parameters. So the shoe weighs 12.4 ounces. By the way, this is a size 10. So let's go ahead and let's measure the structural parameter of the shoe, and then from there we can tell you who would best utilize this shoe. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to test the midfoot stability in the shoe. The reading will go in here, and this will tell us at what level that shoe tested at. So to test the midfoot stability, we're going to twist the shoe along its long axis, 15 degrees. We'll measure the resistance in inch pounds. The more resistance or the more inch pounds, the more stability. The less stability. So let's go ahead with that. So we've got about 48 inch pounds. So we're going to stick that here. And that puts that in the moderate level for stability in the midfoot. The next thing we're going to measure is the rear foot or hindfoot stability. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to compress the midsole under the heel, and we're going to figure out how soft or how firm it is. The firmer it is, the more stability. The softer it is, the less stability. So we will compress the shoe 100 pounds, and the more millimeters it takes to get to that 100 pounds, the softer the shoe is, and the less, the firmer the shoe is. Okay, so let's go ahead with that. Okay, let's go ahead and we will do our 100 pounds of compression. And we've got 5.42 millimeters. So we'll place that into our calculator here. So 5.42. And we've got it in the moderate range for rear foot stability. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to measure the rebound index or the energy return. So we'll take this to 100 pounds, we'll release this lever. When this flies up, that will measure in millimeters the rebound index. So let's go ahead with that. Okay, and let's release it. And we have 12.40 millimeters. So that will be the rebound index. And let's place that in there, calculator, and that's in the medium range for a rebound index. So let's take a look at this. So we have midfoot stability at 48 inch pounds, which puts it in the moderate level. It's got rear foot stability of 5.42, which puts it in the moderate stability range. And that puts the shoe stability index at 62.5 in the high stability range. The vertical support in that shoe is 2.58. Remember, the unloaded heel to toe ratio was 8 millimeters. When this shoe is loaded at 100 pounds, that drops to 2.58 millimeters. And that's pretty close to a moderate range for vertical support. So let's go over to our schedule of 50 pairs of shoes that we have tested and see where this falls into that range, okay? Is right at the intersection of a high stability to moderate stability. So it's right in this area. We would recommend that shoe for neutral to moderate pronators and supinators of all statures. It could possibly be a good shoe for severe pronators of light to moderate stature. So it's a great shoe in the sense that it has a very good structural parameter for trails. It's soft enough vertically so that it will absorb irregular surfaces on a trail and keep injuries such as ankle sprains to a minimum. So we highly recommend this shoe, and it's one of the better shoes that we have found price point for what it really offers. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact us.